Hey, what's up everyone? Today we're going to be looking at the tank class here on Hypixel Skyblock because, well, recently there was a new update and, well, they actually changed the tank class quite a bit. So in today's episode, we're going to be looking at the best weapons, best armor for early, mid, and late game players. So let's start this video out with the early game set, and well, this price is going to be about 50,000 coins all the way to about 500,000 coins, and it depends on a couple of things. Number one, the set that you want to be wearing is actually super heavy, and well, let me show you how much defense can this set get you, because it is a lot, especially for early game. Now, as you guys can see, we have legendary pieces, but we also have epic pieces. Now, the reason why you might consider getting epic is because, well, if you get the full set, epic would cost you only about 50,000 coins for the full set. That's right, 50,000 coins, that's it. But with the legendary, well, indeed, it's gonna be about 500,000 coins. Now, one of the best early game weapons for a tank or any class, to be honest, is adaptive blade, and this sword works wonders. Now, as you guys can see, the damage is 190, strength is 27, and obviously inside of the dungeons, well, it's pretty juicy, and also it does have a very nice crit damage, and you do get extra 100 defense plus 5 true defense. Now, the price of this sword ranges from 750,000 to 1.5 million, but as you guys can see, literally no one is selling them at the moment, so it's pretty pricey. But stay till the end of the video because I may have a little bonus money-making tip for you guys for this video. But anyways, as you guys can see right now, my defense is at 268, and I'm just gonna drop this on real quick, and bam, it's now 1,100. Obviously inside of the dungeons it's even better, and also it does depend on your talismans, reforges, and alongside that, your mining skill. Oh, and did you guys know that you can actually get 420 defense more if you drop a like right now on today's video? That's right, drop a like. Let's see if we can hit 250 likes on today's video. Anyways, moving on to the mid game, we do actually have two different armor sets that you could be using. Now, the reason why I'm actually showing two is because the first one is very cheap, and the second one, well, it depends on your tier. And if you guys didn't know, if this piece is actually a dungeon item, you're gonna be needing quite a high catacombs level, especially that this is tier 12. So look into the tiers and make sure that you are actually able to wear it. Now, this does give you an insane amount of defense, and tier 12 goes for about 30 to 40 million coins, which is fairly expensive, but a very good option for mid-game players is a necromancer set. Now, this set is perfect, and honestly, I wouldn't recommend the necromancer chestplate, but instead to use a perfect chestplate. Now, this set combination is actually pretty good, and obviously you can still use a necromancer chestplate as well. But anyways, the necromancer boots, leggings, and helmet go for about 3.75 million coins. And let's say you get a tier 6 chestplate, well, that's gonna cost you only about 3 million coins. So that means that this full set combination, if this was tier 6, would be about 6.7 million coins. And now moving on to the weapon, well, one of the best weapons to use is actually Flower of Truth. And honestly, Flower of Truth is pretty amazing. Personally, I think this is a perfect mid-game weapon because of the price, and well, as you guys can see, it's only 7 million coins typically. And well, you do get quite a lot of damage and strength with this weapon, and obviously you're gonna be shooting some beautiful flowers, which always is very nice. Now, another thing which is very nice is if you guys could take a moment and subscribe with the notifications on, because we're on the road to getting 50,000 subscribers, and we are getting very close to it. But let's move on to the end game now. And here we are at the late game or end game setup, and yeah, we're missing a helmet because there are actually two different options that you could go with. Now, the set that we are going to be talking about is going to be the Golder set. Now, the Golder set is one of the best sets that you could be using as tank, and well, the amount of defense you can get from this set is honestly insane. Now, as you guys can see, this set, well, most of the defense comes in the dungeons, not outside of the dungeons, unlike the perfect tier 12, in which this full set we had 2,200 defense, and here we are with 970 AP. Now with this set, obviously we're right now missing a helmet, which we're going to talk about in a second, but this set does go for about 44.6 million coins. And well, the chestplate is one of the most expensive ones, how typically dungeon chestplates are, which this one is 34 million coins, which is pretty expensive. Now, the helmet that you want to be wearing, well, you have two different options. So first and foremost, we have the Reaper mask, and this is a very good helmet to be using as a tank class. And well, as you guys can see, it does cost about 16 million coins, which is fairly expensive, but this is definitely a very good helmet to be wearing. Now, do keep in mind that right now, most of the tank items are being sold up really fast, so some of the prices might be a bit inflated, so watch out for that. But anyways, let's move on to the next thingy, which is Mender Crown, and unfortunately, I don't think they have one for sale. But that's about 5 million coins, which is a cheaper option to go with, and that's mainly for healing you. But if you do have Catacombs level 28, well, you can actually buy it right here, but, well, my Catacombs, well, it ain't that good. Anyways, yeah, you can buy it also here. But now, what is the best weapon for endgame or late game players? Well, the weapon right behind us, it's an iron sword. That's right, an iron sword is one of the best weapons for late game, and more specifically, that iron sword does have a name by the name of Astrea. I can't even spell that. Well, it looks like it's so rare that it's not even up on auction house, but that weapon does cost you about 300 to 400 million coins. And well, let me put the stats up on the screen right now, because this is the best weapon you could be using as a tank class. But yes, it's gonna drain your bank, and I don't even have that much money. Do you want to know how much money I have in the bank right now? Look at this, 0.4 coins. That's right, I am completely broke. But anyways, we're not going to be ending off this episode quite yet, because I do have a few bonus tips. What is the best pet to use as a tank class? Well, that would be the legendary blue whale pet. Now this pet is pretty freaking nice, especially as a tank, but you could be actually using it with different classes as well, like healer or mage, but this is a very nice pet to use. But what is the best reforge to put on these pieces, or any of the pieces? Well, that would have to be giant. Now, to get the giant reforge, you're going to be needing giant tooth, and well, as you guys can see, they cost about 600,000 coins or so, and they do sometimes go up to 1 million coins, but you want to get it for about 500,000. I mean, that's very nice. Anyways, there are two more tips, and then we're going to tell you guys about the money making method. The first one, which people I think may forget, is you should get yourself a high protection book. As you guys can see, protection 7 can give you a lot more defense, or you could be using obviously protection 6 book as well, which is going to be a little bit cheaper, and obviously protection 5. So if you're like mid-game, late-game player, I would definitely recommend to put protection 6 on it, and if you have a lot of money, well, drop a protection 7 on it. This is going to make your defense a lot higher. And finally, a tip for kind of everybody is jingle bells. That's right, jingle bells are freaking amazing, and well, let me show you guys. As you guys can see right now, there's none for sale, but this pretty much makes that all the monsters are gonna be pretty much aggroing against you, and this is very nice to have as a tank. So if you go to a room, well, just hit the jingle bells, all the monsters are gonna come to you and will start hitting you, not the teammates, which is very good. And this actually brings us to the money making method. As you guys can see, there are no jingle bells right now for sale because they are obviously in a huge demand. The reason why they're in demand is obviously that tank class has gotten a little bit better, hence why we're making this video here today. But how to actually get the jingle bells and how to make a ton of money, well, you want to actually complete the chicken race, and well, that takes place at the Cherry's workshop. Now, more specifically, it's after completing the 4th checkpoint, but as you guys can see right now, I'm not going to be able to demonstrate this for you guys because, well, Season of Cherry is only in 2 days and 7 hours, so that's the time when you want to do it, get some jingle bells, and well, drop them up on the auction house. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode. If you're new here, it would mean a lot to me if you guys could subscribe with the notifications on and drop a like on today's video. I hope to see you guys in the next one, and a peace out.